Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beer Reviews. Literally a few days away from Magpie Brewery's second open day for the tap room for the brewery. While you're there, you'll get at a certain time. There's look round the brewery. I've already been there to the brewery, so I'm good. And obviously there's their beers. There may be some guest beers. Definitely worthwhile going down. You've got Magpie Brewery in that location. You've got the West Bridgeford pubs further up, or you come back towards Nottingham. You've got the Vat and Fiddle, Castle Rock pub. You've got Barley Twist, Castle Rock. Canal Side, Castle Rock again. Trip to Jerusalem, Salutation Inn. There are many good pubs around there. Not all proper, shall we say, real ale pubs and owned by proper real ale companies. But, good pubs nonetheless. Certainly interesting for someone coming to Nottingham, So here we go. Just watching the England match. We're 1-0 down at the moment. Who knows what will happen. So this is Rome. It's a New World Pale, as they call it. Blonde to golden colour pour. New World Pale, 4.5% ABV. We'll read the back. It says New World Pale brewed with hops from America and New Zealand. So predominantly more tropical, shall we say. Heavy with tropical aroma and flavour. Take a roam with us. Here's Adventure Brewing. So, yeah. So, normally if it's UK, it's citrusy. Anything but UK, it's normally tropical. Normally. Not always, but normally. So, there we go. There's the pour. Oh, I'm watching the match. It's, Spain are a good side. England are a good side. Spain are a very good side, like the male counterparts. Possession football is their key, and it's just to kill that possession football off. It can be done. They can be battered with that, with the right sort of football, with that right sort of tactics. We've seen it before. Spain have been took apart with the right sort of tactics. Oh, it's easy drinking. It's fresh. A subtle tropical aroma, a more tropical taste. But like I say, it's super easy drinking, super fresh. I got this gifted to me by Mr. Andy of the Happy Drinkers. There's a fly buzzing around my bloody head. Who regularly gets beers from Magpie Brewery. You'd think he's a beer reviewer, and he's going to be drinking a hell of a lot of beer. The actual aspect is, I probably drink less than most beer drinkers out there. But every single beer I drink, whether it's a sip, and I do mean a sip, whether it's a third, a half, not many times do I do pints, only here in the beer room. And they all go on YouTube to promote breweries, to do beer reviews. It's a hobby, So, yeah, it's, so in retrospect, I probably drink less than most people. But it is what it is, Like most people in life, I've got an opinion, rightly or wrongly. We've all got an opinion, and we must be allowed to say our opinions. Otherwise, what's the point? Whether you agree with things in life or whether you disagree, it's the whole point of having an opinion. And whenever we are stopped by people who don't agree with our opinion for whatever reason, then it becomes, you know, that sort of issue. I've recently come to that, and yeah, it's sad, and it's changed my viewpoint on a lot of things, and yeah, it is what it is. And you know, in life, once your viewpoint's changed and you see the other side of the perspective, that viewpoint will never change, because you've already seen the real purpose behind what's going off in the background, shall we say. And yeah, it's sad. It is what it is. Can't change it. So carry on, do my thing, and you know, be the better person. I think that's always the case in life. Be the better person, even against, you know, landscapes against you, and landscapes that are in the wrong. Will they see themselves in the wrong? Probably not. Maybe at some stage they will. We hope. So anyway, Rome. Can't say I've had Rome many times. You know, it's a beer. I've had many Magpie beers along the years. Many. I've had this before. I've probably reviewed it before. But it's not a beer I can remember I've had before. You know. Oh. Nonetheless, it's going down a treat. Like I say, we've got the Magpie Open Day coming up on the 2nd of August, literally a few days away from this review. I'm keeping very close to my reviews now. I'm having to be very careful what I say on reviews for some reasons. But, you know, yes, it's Magpie's Open Day. So while the wife and Angela will be walking around town having a nosy around the shops, me and Andy will get our backsides down to Magpie. We'll have a drink there, see what's on offer. We'll get the beers we haven't had. I'm damn sure I'll review a few beers while I'm there. Do the old social media stuff as you do. You know, it's what Raggy's Beer Reviews is all about. It's all about doing social media. And then coming back towards town, doing a few pubs in the city centre, meeting back up with the wives, and they'll have a few beers and we'll go home after that, you know. So me and Andy will have a fair few beers more than the wives this week. It's not a bad thing, you know, in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to a good week out. Oh yeah, looking forward to that week out, and enjoying the city centre. Don't go down to the city centre very often. I don't like the city centre. It's just full of, yeah, it's not the greatest. Never liked it when I worked in the city centre. Never mind now, literally 15 years on since I last worked in the city centre. I did work on the outskirts of the city centre back in 2019 to 20, and yeah, I wasn't overly full of beans then with it. Although for the most, for part of that, I was really happy with what I was doing, and then there was elements where I wasn't happy. Yeah, you know, that 1 year I was there, it was a tough year, very tough. and there was good parts and there was bad parts. And in any case, the match is going to start very soon. So Rome, New World Pale. Enjoyed this. Certainly got the tropical aromas and taste. It's a very easy drinking 4.5% beer from Magpie. Doing well, Magpie are. They've now got, obviously you got the barrel drop in town, Doctor's Orders in Sherwood, Carrington. You've got the place in Carlton, I can't remember the bloody name of it, and the place in Heanor. Heanor is a place where I'm gonna, over the summer months, these next 6 weeks, do a visit to every one of the micro pubs in Heanor, just to get a half or a pint of beer, 2 halves, and visit each one. You know, doing the Raggy's beer review things, and go and visit them. You know, and yeah, let them know that I'm. Well, they won't know who I am. They won't. Most people don't anyway, and I'm good with that. I'm really good with that. You know, I like to walk into a pub, have a beer, walk out, and you can see them looking at you, and it's like, he's bloody familiar, but I don't know where from. You can see, you know it, but they don't know. And then I walk out, and then the next day I post something, oh, I went there today, and it's like, fucking knew I knew him. Yeah, that is the Raggy's beer reviews thing. Yeah. I don't wear shit that says who I am, and I'm not doing that, and I'm not loud. I'm pretty quiet, and I'll grab a beer, sit down. You don't know who I am. You may think, do you know what he looks like? And yeah, you'll never know. So anyway, yeah, it's tasting great. Would I drink it again? Yeah, it's a decent beer, to be honest. Got it from Andy and Angela, happy drinkers. Thank you for that. Out of 5, 4.3 out of 5 for me. Thank you for watching. I'm now going to watch the West of England match. Pray we win. Pray we win. Cheers all.